Hi, my name is Dan Schmitt. I do a weekly television show called Team Chicago Challenge. I'm up here in Kenosha. We're by this old firehouse that was built in 1915. My friend Ken is going to be opening up his shop up here eventually. I'm going to show you a little of the work back at his shop in Winthrop Harbor. British specials. He's going to be specialized in working on British bikes. He's got his little museum here. This is going to be a great place to know about in the future and in the near future also. Don't forget my website is teamchicago.tv. There'll be a link to Ken's British Classics. There'll be a link to that on my website also. But remember, teamchicago.tv. Let's check out a little bit in the firehouse. So I'm working on my Triumph, and this can be a great 10 minutes about British motorcycles. As we take a look at this beautiful firehouse, looking at the backside and then the hose tower, we're going to head into the shop and I'm going to explain about the 750 rule and dirt track racing. I ran into Ken at the motorcycle racetrack. He's got John Schwartz's A70 race bike. Now what is an A70? Back in 1968, 69, they changed the rules with the AMA dirt track racing, where overhead valve engines could be 750. Prior to that, overhead valve engine, that means the valves are on the above and compared to a side valve engine, were limited to 500 cc's. They changed the rule to 750. That gave a great opportunity for Triumph, BSA, mainly Triumph and BSA. There were a couple of Nortons, but it was mainly Triumph and BSA to be more competitive with flat track racing. So that era, the era of On Any Sunday, was the era of the 750 BSA and Triumphs really dominated flat track racing. Triumph had Gene Romero, Don Castro, Gary Nixon. BSA had Dick Mann, Jim Rice, Dave Aldana. And the engines they were running were these A70s that were converted. So Triumph, because Routts Kits were available to make your 650 Triumph engine into a 750. BSA in the meantime built complete 750 engines at the factory in England, and those became available. That's why the bike that Ken gets to ride, with a bike that John Schwartz picked up many years ago, Roswell, New Mexico, John picked up the 750, even though he was a BSA dealer, but only 200 or 210 of them were ever manufactured or made, or 202 or some number like that. Whereas Triumphs, they had to put together, using the Routts Kit, they put together 200, the AMA came and inspected, so they knew they were available. As we look at the hose tower in this firehouse that was built in 1915, looking straight up, this is where the firemen hung the hoses to dry out. This is a well-preserved, beautiful firehouse. And now we're going to talk to Ken, and he's going to tell us about 3 of his beautiful British motorcycles.
Hello, this is Ken's British Classics. What we have here, first of all, is a 1966 Triumph Trophy, restored to original. I also have the 1966 BSA Thunderbolt, which is a twin sister to this bike, being both single carb models, 1966. It would be nice to do a comparison of the two someday. So this is 650 single carb.
This original, this is how it came with the two-tone seat?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
How about the bracket on the
Parcel
gas
grid.
tank?
Parcel grid, that is correct. Parcel grid, which was an option. You could get it with or without the parcel grid. This is a 1979 Triumph Bonneville Special.
Now they didn't make many of these.
750. The specials, they made plenty in 79, but the special was the only ones that had the mag wheels, the black and the gold.
Trim.
2-into-1.
Well, how many bikes did they make in 79?
They made a Bonneville, which was a silver and black. They made a Bonneville, I think, that was blue, just different colors. But the special had the mag wheels. It also has the Mark IV ammo carburetors.
Ammo carburetors, right. Yes. The new, those are CV carbs or no?
Yeah, and they they have a choke instead of a tickler. And then this here is a 1974 850 Commando, Norton 850 Commando. Completely original. Pea shooter exhaust, low miles.
And all Commandos were 750s,
And
correct?
And 850s.
And 850s.
Yes,
right.
and what made them special was they had the rubber mounted isolated engine from the frame.
Correct.
So they were a lot smoother at speed. It only has a 4-speed gearbox, but that's really all you needed because at speed, 75, 80 miles an hour, it was still really smooth. It was really the pinnacle of British motorcycle industry when they came out with this bike. It was supposed to be a stopgap, but it did so well that they just continued making them, and 85 was the last year for Norton. This is 74.
Let's take a look at this old picture from 1922. Motorcycle clubs in California lined up on the ocean. Then Ken's got a picture of Bill Petrie. He was the Wisconsin State Championship, number 82. What a great photo. And then number 77 is Roger Soderstrom, the Prince of Peoria. These are a couple of pictures that Ken has laying around. And Chief of Police from Winthrop Harbor, Mr. Dutton, on a Kawasaki twin cylinder. And now we're going to talk to his daughter, Rhonda.
Hi, my name's Rhonda Dutton, and this is my firehouse. I was looking for a new residence, and I didn't really want a house or a condo or an apartment, and I came across this, and it had sat vacant for 50 years, pretty much, just used as a storage facility, so it was very rough, and I thought this would be a good endeavor for me, and I moved in and got started and pretty much got my plaster in here and had to get the essentials. I had to re-up everything that was here before when it was a firehouse. So I pretty much livened up the existing sink and the toilet in the basement and put the heat in and started working on the main floor and wanted to get it, to where I could do my Avian Aqua Clean business out of here, and now we're gonna double up and try to get Kenny in here, and he's helped me, and we've worked together, and just this is what we're working on, and it's a work in progress, but it's really fun. And so the motorcycle friends that come in the summer it'll be so opportune to just have a shop so we can help people on the way between Chicago and Milwaukee and right off 41, and they come into town. They take in Kenosha on 158, and we're right here. So it's a great place to be. And I have my business. I have my water system for my birds. So I bought this to have a place to develop my product, and I have a patent.
Oh, you have a patent?
I have a patented bird invention, this is a large system over here. They're not running right now, so I didn't want to. And then this is the small model that I make. And rather than newspaper, it's water product. That's my little niche, is my bird product.
As we look at the front of the firehouse, Kenosha Fire Department number 4, they built this in 1915 next to the Nash Automotive Plant. Then it became Nash Calvinator in 1937, and then it became Rambler American Motors in the 60s. Don't forget Ken's BritishClassics.com, Avian, AquaClean.com. And let's check out some action.
Open twin class, I'm on my Triumph.
2010.
Got an XR 750 Harley ahead of me
Cadillac, Michigan.
there. Another Triumph jumping way out front on the Yamaha. That is Eric Kalenda from Grand Rapids. And he's just a young guy. Harley Davidson and a Triumph that's firing sparks. Coming out, making a better drive. You can see I'm running the outside line. I'm running in the cush. And it's a little longer heading out to the outside of the track, getting in the cush, getting a good drive. Now you square off the corner, come down, and on the gas. I get by the Harley Davidson of Dono Bannerman, and he's from Farwellsville, Michigan. Yeah, Byron Sparks is from Pontiac. Now I'm running second place. Eric Glenda. Whoa, coming by on that Harley again. That's an XR 750 Harley. That's Dono Bannerman. Go all the way to the edge of the track. Stay on the gas, square off the corner now, down the straightaway. But Eric Glenda is gone in that twin Yamaha, but he's a youngster. He's either in his upper 20s or low 30s, but I think he's in his 20s, so he's a go fast. But I got by that XR 750 Harley, feeling pretty good here, down the front straightaway.